What's up, everybody? I'm Derek Grossen with YSN, your sports network. And today, we're bringing you another player profile. This week, LEETONIA running back Marco Ferry. Marco, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing great. And speaking of great, your football team has been playing great. You guys are 5-1. You're in the playoffs now. Buckeye Central this Friday, the 16th. How does this playoff game and the whole playoff run mean to you and your team?
Yeah, it definitely means a lot to us. We worked really, really hard, especially during the off season. We knew what it takes to get to the playoffs, and everyone got there this year. But I really think that we would have deserved to get in no matter what.
Yeah, you guys definitely deserve that. You guys were 5-1. You almost made the playoffs last year. I believe even if it was a 10-game regular season, you guys would still make the playoffs and have a deep run there as well. And speaking about running and the deep runs, LEETONIA is known mainly for their running game with you, Dylan Durick, Jacob McCool, basically the three-headed monster at running back. And you, I believe, have the rushing record for a season for LEETONIA. You broke that last year. And how much pride do you take in running the ball for LEETONIA and keeping that history going?
Yeah, it takes a lot of pride. I think it's a great opportunity that Coach Julia gives me the ball, and he trusts me enough to
Mhm.
get it done. Just get the first down and get a touchdown, and whatever it takes to win.
And speaking of Coach Julia, what does he bring to your guys' football team? I know you had a different coach freshman year, and then you got Julia your sophomore year, right? Correct?
Yeah.
How
Yep.
much does he bring to the football team?
He brings a lot to the table. I think the main thing is confidence, and he really believes in us, and he told us, if you want to buy into the program, you're going to get results, and obviously we did. We trusted him, and that's another thing too. He really trusts us to get our tasks done and do our jobs, and I think the team really respects him for that, and that's when you get good results.
That is very important. Always trusting your players. You definitely want a coach that trusts you and definitely wants you to have the ball and do what you can do. And you're a senior now, Marco, and that means growing up. So from freshman year to now, how much have you changed throughout those 4 years?
Well, I wish I would have got a little taller, but
Yeah.
you can't change that. But I think I've definitely matured a lot, and I've seen a lot of game experience. So I think the way that I look at the game itself and the way I analyze certain things really have really changed. From my freshman year, I was kind of just stepping on the field, doing what I was told, and you should still do that. But
Mhm.
now as a senior, I definitely have my own train of thoughts and my own opinions about certain things.
Yeah, I definitely saw you grow throughout the years, staying around LEETONIA, going to your games as well. We both played on the same team when you were a freshman. I was a senior, and there you did improve a lot from your freshman year to senior. Even in hitting the weight room in size, you got a lot bigger and stronger and faster than what you were freshman year. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, yeah. I think I started off when I was benching. I think like for reps it was like 25s or something like that. I thought that was decent.
Yeah.
As a freshman, but then I saw Roman doing whatever he was doing. I can't even remember, but I just remember it was just so much more than I was doing. It's like, man, I got a lot of ground to make up. I got to do a lot of work. So, little by little, it definitely added up. But I think the most I saw a difference was from my sophomore year to my junior year, where I gained about almost 20 pounds, I think. And,
Wow.
Roman definitely helped me out with that. So I was really thankful for that.
So you had the little brother rivalry when you were a freshman, trying to get a little more size, put more plates on there instead of the 25s, and then Roman eventually helped you out a little bit throughout those years, huh?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. A lot of trash talking, but that's just like you said,
Yeah.
brotherly love and rivalry all together. So, it was a challenge and I accepted it.
And speaking of your freshman year, this year has been impressive as a senior year. You're 5-1, gonna play Buckeye Central. How did you guys, your senior class, kind of turn around the program? You guys came into high school freshman year. That team went 0-10. How did you guys turn around the program for these last 3-4 years and made LEETONIA what it is today?
I think mainly attitude and just hard work, just old fashioned hard work. We got to go in the mindset of we're gonna win and we are the best team on the field. And I think when you do that, a lot of football games are won in your head before they're even touched on the field.
Definitely. You definitely have to have confidence and have like the mindset of winning, and you're able to beat anybody that steps on the field. And you are a senior still. You are kind of looked at as a leader and mentor to the younger players. Is there anything specific you like tell them or show them, either for their football career or just in school in general?
As football goes, maybe if I see them struggling, trying like even lifting, Roman helped me out. So, I think a lot of the aspect of the game and leadership is actually one with respect in the weight room.
Mm-hmm.
And so, maybe if someone doesn't have some form, I'll try to help them out. Or maybe if they're running a route, I notice something with their feet, I'll try to help them out with something like that. But as school-wise goes, I just try to tell them keep their head up and study.
Mm-hmm. That's very important. Always keeping those grades up so you're available to play on game days. Um, did you have any inspirations or like mentors to get you into football, or that are still helping you in football now?
I think my main inspiration was probably like my grandpa. He always loved watching me play, and so I was always that's why his number was actually 28 when he was in high school. So I picked that,
Yeah.
and yeah, so I always wear that for him.
Do you model your game after anyone in particular? It might be someone you knew growing up in high school, maybe a college player, NFL player.
Um, Both of them are Ohio State, but they're now they're in the NFL. But J.K. Dobbins and Ezekiel Elliott, I think those two are great, great running backs, and it's especially just the way Elliott plays.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just has the mindset of he's definitely the best guy on the field, and no
Yeah.
matter he's old fashioned football. If you're in my way, I'm gonna knock you down. If you knock me down, I'm gonna get up faster than you. And he's got great moves. So yeah, definitely model a game after him.
I definitely see that in you when it comes to if you're in my way, I'm going to knock you down. You are a very powerful running back for the Bears, as you had many trucks that I've broadcasted throughout this year so far. And speaking of football still and like inspirations and stuff, mentors, has anyone been like a main critic for you?
Um, Probably my brother out of all of them, but it's a good way. Him and my dad, but they're not there to tear me down. Obviously, they want to build me up, and they'll point out some things, and I'll definitely go back to work on it, and it definitely makes me a better all overall rounded player.
It's always good to have accountability, especially when your brother did play football and your dad's always there trying to help you as well. It's always good to get feedback from them.
Sure.
So speaking of school now, a little less about football, maybe still even football. I don't know. What do you plan on doing after you graduate?
I want to get my CPA and go into accounting. Some maybe along the business lines. As long as football goes for college, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
All right. You are a senior for LEETONIA. Is there any teachers, any favorite teachers you have there?
My favorite teacher this year is definitely Mr. Costello.
Mr. Costello.
Mr. Costello. You gotta love Mr. Costello for this year. He
And what
definitely.
is? Sorry, go on.
Okay. Yeah. He's just definitely he gets you excited about learning. Not many other teachers can really say and do that, but every day when you walk into the class, you're definitely excited to see what he's got.
And what does he teach for you this year?
Psychology.
Psychology. Okay. Do you have a favorite subject and least favorite subject in school?
Well, definitely my least favorite subject is probably like English. Yeah,
English.
just
The reading,
English.
literature.
A lot of yeah, exactly. It's just a lot of old reading, especially if I'm not really interested in it. It's
Shakespeare.
hard.
Huh?
Yes, yes, exactly. Stuff like that. Old English. Yeah, like the which went
Yeah,
over Beowulf.
I'm not a big fan either. I'm not a big fan. You have a favorite subject at all?
No, I don't really think I have too much favorite subject. I mean, I guess I'm better at some other than some others, but I don't really think I have a too much favorite subject.
Do you have any favorite movies or favorite like movie genres at all?
I do watch a lot of movies, a lot of movies, but I don't really have a favorite movie. But I definitely like my favorites probably like action or like
Okay.
maybe like a sci-fi or something like that.
All right, all right. I'm a comedy and action guy myself, so always love watching movies, especially when they come out to theaters. Sadly, some theaters, aren't open due to Corona. And speaking of Corona, has that changed for your guys' football team and in school day to day?
It definitely was hard to adjust to at first. The masks were, not the favorite thing, and they're still not. But it as time goes on, it just becomes a regular day-to-day thing. It was a big concern at first, but when we realized, we still get to play football, and at the end of the day, we're all out there, so that's what really matters.
And you get to play football at the end of the day. At the end of the day, excuse me. How much does that mean to you actually having to be able to have a senior season? It was in question a little bit before the season started. How much does it mean to you now?
It definitely means a lot. I was very concerned, like as you said, we weren't sure if we're gonna have a season or not, and I just really wanted Latonia to make it the playoffs, and wanted to show everyone in the league that we are back and we're definitely strong and we're not to be taken lightly.
We'll do a couple more questions here. You have any pre-game or post-game meals that are like your go-to?
You know, I can't really eat a lot before or after games.
Okay.
I don't know. I just can't sit in my stomach. So, but I do always get a milkshake from Burger King
After?
after every game. That's
Okay. I was gonna
after
say
every game. Yep.
if it was before, maybe that's your secret formula. Um,
Yeah, maybe I can start doing it before too.
yeah, no, maybe I wouldn't start now. You don't want to try anything new as the playoffs go. Um, Marco, it was great
Yeah.
talking to
Yep.
you. I enjoyed it. I assume everyone else enjoyed it. Be sure to tune in Friday the 16th. You guys are going to play Buckeye Central at home. Good luck to you then.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us.